I want to give some exciting stats on the podcast and just how God is growing this. Well, before that, okay, I want to give you the two best. You want to hear the two best movie testimonials we've gotten? They're really good. They're really powerful.
I'm ready.
So the first one, this is from Lori. And she said, and this is about the movie, not about the podcast. It's about the Schoolhouse Rocked movie. Schoolhouse Rocked, the Homeschool Revolution. The movie.
Schoolhouserocked.com.
Yeah, it's where you can get it.
Go get your copy now.
So this is what she said about
what
the
did
movie.
Lori say?
Best movie ever. That was it.
That was
Best
it.
movie
That's
ever.
awesome.
And I was like,
wow.
Ever? Like, I mean, that's
like better than the Princess Bride.
Than the Princess Bride.
That's
because
amazing.
The Princess Bride is the best movie ever. But
when you walk away, are you like, I can make a difference for the kingdom, or you feel this calling on your life, or you feel encouraged? I mean, kind of. You do walk away feeling a lot of those things with Princess Bride.
Not kingdom work.
Not for kingdom work. Not definitely.
You feel
not
warm fuzzies.
I mean, like, definitely not kingdom work. Yeah, and you do have a lot of great liners to use in almost every situation in life. But that's not kingdom work. That has no eternal value.
No eternal value. I think people sometimes don't think what they think it means. How does that line go?
I don't think you know. Oh my word, we got to watch it.
So Lori said best movie ever. And then we got another review from Gloria. Here was her review. Best movie ever. Literally. So I was like, the same review. I mean, it just was right.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's a bold statement. Not like this is an amazing, incredible movie or a must see. Usually you get must see.
Best movie ever. And again, I'm like, ever? And let me say, I'm not saying this like we made the best movie ever. I'm saying, look what the Lord did. He made the best movie ever through the most inadequate family on the planet to make a movie about homeschooling. What? Are you kidding me?
But here's why. Because it's God's message. Because you can't go wrong when you're speaking God's truth. And this movie is full of what God says that's the best for our family for a time such as this. So how could it not be the best movie ever is what I want to say. All
praise and glory to him. I mean, truly, honestly, but I was so just kind of stunned by those, like really best movie ever. It's such a blessing to read that. Only God could bring about a movie through our family, through any family, in which people would say best movie ever. So anyway, that's
cool. He's in the business of best.
Yeah, God is the best. He made a great movie called Schoolhouse Rocked.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, so here's some stats on the podcast that are so exciting, and I didn't tell you this yet, Abby, but this is so cool.
No.
This summer we hit, and actually it might have even been in the spring, we hit over 500,000 downloads for the podcast.
Wow.
So Garrett looked last night, and we have had a total of 776,340 downloads of this Isn't that incredible? No.
Are you kidding me?
Like this, little Yvette and Abby and some people and guests who the Lord brings together to talk about homeschooling. I mean, that's incredible.
That's amazing.
Again, only the Lord. So that's amazing. So we are very quickly reaching 1 million downloads.
Wow. What are we going to do?
We're going to have a party, but we are. I left a teaser about this in the first episode. We are going to have a contest, and this is going to be fun. So I'll tell you about the contest in a minute. In the last 30 days, here's another incredible statistic. We have had over 58,000 downloads in the last 30 days.
That's unbelievable.
I know. So many people are coming into homeschooling right now, and they need answers and they need encouragement and they need to know what to do. And so they're finding the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast. Much of that is due to our listeners because they're sharing it with their friends. I mean, so many people are like, oh, I heard about your podcast from, such and such friend, or from this Facebook page, or from this Instagram page, or whatever. So people are sharing about it, and they're listening, and they're encouraged by it. And so they come back and they listen more. And so we have had over 58,000 downloads in the last 30 days.
In a month? That's like 2,000 downloads a day. Because, I like math.
Yeah.
It
is mind-blowing. Which, maybe some people are listening to that and they're like, well, that's not a very big number because, there are like TikTok videos that get millions of downloads in a week. Well, okay, we're not TikTok and we don't get millions but 58,000 people that's not 58,000 people, but 58,000 downloads where God is speaking into the hearts of people and impacting their lives.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
we could not ask for more.
Right. That's more important than the latest
in addition to that,
TikTok.
I told you some people listen and some people watch it on YouTube. So in the last 30 days, we've had over 41,000 YouTube views. That's in addition to the 58,000.
Okay, that one makes me weird and nervous because I'm like, oh, so it does. So people are watching me when
fix your hair.
Fix my hair and pick my nose. And just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But people do know what we look like.
Which is why people recognize us when we're in Florida and come running up to us.
Yeah, because that's what's strange is I had someone, this is funny, at our convention, and this woman would just stare at me. It was when I just got there. So I wasn't known as a speaker, or I wasn't I had just pulled in. And she just kept staring at me, and she was with another friend. And I finally saw her friend push her towards me. And I was like, this is so weird. And then she came up and was like, and I was like, how do you know what I look like? And so that's how she knows.
Yep. Because lots of people watch. Hi
well,
to all of our new friends. It's so fun. So those are just some exciting stats. The last one I'll share is on Podbean, which is it's the platform that we use to broadcast this podcast. It hit number 3 on the kids in the kids and family category. Well, if you know how many kids and family podcasts there's thousands of them. And so we hit number 3 for kids and family, which is crazy. What? So God is good. He's moving mountains that we never could have imagined that he would move. It's not that he couldn't, but he is doing great things through this ministry. And as we continue to just walk forward and walk in obedience for such a time as this, to impact lives and impact families through the gospel, through his truth, this is what he's doing. And so this is not our podcast. It's his podcast to encourage me, to encourage you, Aby, to encourage our listeners, just to bring the resources that we need to keep going, to keep moving forward, to keep discipling our kids and pointing them towards Jesus. And so it's so fun. And I'm so thankful to have you part of this.
That is exciting.
I love it. I love having you here.
I do too. And if you are one of those, those numbers are so big to me, I can't even 60,000, whatever thousand, reach out to us because we want to, I really feel like for such a time as this, sometimes we feel lonely. And sometimes we feel like, I'm not kidding, we're like the only one that stands for the things we stand for, or that are making the choices we are. And so as much as you think that it's Yvette and I encouraging you guys, reach out to us so we know we're not alone either. We're in this together, and God has used technology, which I don't love technology. I don't like all the social media. I don't. But I see the incredible ways that he has used it to yoke and knit us. And so let's be more than a podcast. Let's be a community. So reach out to us.
I love it.